Baylor softball coach Glenn Moore joins us, Mr. 1100. Welcome to you. Congratulations on the milestone win.
Thank you. It's a lot of games, John. It's a lot of years. A lot of blessings for sure.
That is a lot of games. Congratulations. I can remember like 900 and 1,000 was certainly big. Now here's 1,100. That's great. Let's just keep them coming pretty regularly. Okay. That's a good sign, isn't it?
You don't like them to come too slow. That's for sure.
Yeah, exactly. That came in your first win in Orlando over UCF. You won 2 of 3 over the weekend. And I want to talk about those games, but y'all had a heck of a time getting back, didn't you? Sunday night.
Yeah, you can probably tell by looking at me. We were depraved, and I think we left. We got up at 6:30 a.m. on Sunday morning to play an earlier game because of incoming weather, and I think we arrived back on campus 24 hours later, or at least I got home. I walked in my front door at 6:30 a.m. yesterday morning. So, yeah, it was a rough go, but I heard stories of Creighton baseball of being at Tulane, deciding to bus back. It was all over the country. So we were blessed to even get a flight out when they had shut so many of them down.
Wow. That was all weather related with the flights?
It was. As far as I know, it was. But they had 50 planes on the tarmac at one point in time. They took us out, then brought us back because we timed out, and airport full of people. So it was pretty chaotic. But again, when you look around, you can feel sorry for yourself, but people, are just getting home. This is Tuesday, and I've got a friend that just was supposed to get back to California on Tuesday coming from Orlando. So we were fortunate to get back.
Wow. Good grief. Well, glad you're back. Glad you're back safe, and really a good weekend. Lost the first game, but bounced back really nicely to win games 2 and 3 of that series. That's a good quality, isn't it, to bounce back from a series opening loss?
Yeah, it's a good quality, especially when a team's as hot as they were, playing really well, taking 2 of 3 from Oklahoma State up in Stillwater the weekend before. They've beaten some really, really good teams. I think they were 22-5 maybe going into the series, and really good arm. And Isabella Vega, who's everybody struggled, averaging, I think she's got an ERA of 1.6. And, we had a great coach who put together a great offensive game plan that the girls executed to a T. And, the first game was a loss, but it was really a win because we got the information we needed to take care of business the rest of the weekend. And if you can look long-term like that, have your hitters do that, especially with as young as we keep saying we are, for those kids to respond that way, there's big things in store for this group. So really happy with the way they handled that game plan.
That's really interesting that you say that. It was a loss in game 1 on Friday, but it was a win because for these young players, you've got to give them the information. And it sounds like they responded really well and really quickly in the second and third games.
Absolutely, to a T. And we, could have pulled it. We made a couple of defensive miscues in game 1, or we could have pulled off the win there. So it was disappointing to get away from that. Another positive to the weekend is there was some leadership shown in a team meeting that was called, and some dissatisfaction with the fact that we let it slip away. And basically from some of the kids on our team, they said, that's not who we're going to be. We're not letting these games slip away. It's time to start responding in these games against top 25 competition and winning these games. I think they knew they should be there, and you're in a hostile environment, a team that is on a roll, and we had a chance to let it slip away. And boy, they responded in such a big way. I think we saw 6 or 7 or 8 pitchers the next day, and I just kept running, getting in their bullpen, and offense was really there. And then we had outstanding pitching too, as well as offense. So it was a complete game the next 2 days.
Kreger really leading the way, isn't she, pitching wise?
She has got some special stuff. Coach Newman and I were talking on the way home, the sky's the limit with that kid. She's got the right mentality. She's one of the ones that said we're better than performing like we are performing. And not that we're performing terrible, but for her to have the insight to see what the team's capable of, and to lead from the circle, you can say what you want about offense and base running and defense in this sport, but the circle is where you win in this sport. And if you have the right mentality, it carries over to performance, and everybody else gets on board with it. And she certainly got that leadership ability.
And Glenn, to me, really impressive. We've talked a lot about how young this team is, how many newcomers you have on this team. But you're off to a 5-1 start in conference play. I mean, the sweep of Iowa State and then 2 out of 3 from UCF. I mean, that's a great start to the conference schedule.
It is. It's a tough conference. It's a very evenly matched conference. Just so many upsets, or you might call them upsets. So many games that are down to the wire every weekend, every time two teams match up against each other. So a lot of things can happen, and it's early still. So we know we've got a long road ahead of us, but so far we're trending in the right direction.
And you step into the top 25 this week. Congratulations on that. I think the Softball America poll has you number 24. What does that mean to be among the nationally ranked teams?
Well, that's where we expect to be here. We went for 20 years where we at least were in the top 25 for, at least one time during the year. We would appear there at the very minimum, and we expect to be there. So to have dropped out, that was a goal of ours to get back in. And there's so many good teams. I mean, the Big 12 is a great conference, but your top 10 is the SEC and I think Texas Tech, and outside, and everybody else is knocking on the door of that. So you probably have 40 teams that could be in and out of the top 25, week to week.
And as we see that poll, that Softball America poll, you're in there at number 24. Look at the poll: Tennessee number 1, Texas number 2 in the nation in that poll this week. And that who is next for you? You got a home and home with Texas coming up this weekend.
Yeah, excited about the opportunity. I was kind of hoping they would be bump up to number 1. Tennessee got beat by Mississippi State which was our opener, lost to them. They put it on us pretty good, but we knew how good Mississippi State was, and they beat Tennessee this past weekend and played them really close, another game or two. And we were hoping that would knock Texas up into number 1, because you don't get opportunities to play number 1 all the time. So we were excited about that. Texas is really good, coming off a national championship run last year, and we like those matchups.
Yeah, pretty cool. And great that you've continued the series, even though it's non-conference games now, against the University of Texas. You like that, don't you?
Well, it's a crazy time, with the differences in the level playing field and all that. And I've always even played, as you know, Oklahoma outside of conference just to give us opportunity to get better. I truly believe that when you get your program to a pretty high level, you should play good competition, and it makes you better. It gives you no false sense of where you are when you play those teams. And we know we got our work cut out for us against Texas, and we're going to take it, break it down into, defense, offense, and just playing the whole game, and just see if we can get better against what's, many think have a chance to repeat as national champions. So we'll know a whole lot more about our team, and we'll be better for having played that. But make no mistake, we're going into it to win it.
Nice. Very good. You got A&M coming in for a game next month also. So the Texas series is in Austin, or the home and home in Austin Friday night, in Waco Saturday night. I think it's already sold out here in Waco for Saturday.
They are sold out. They're sold out, but when you sell out to your season tickets. So I want to remind anybody that's, because I've had some calls about that, wanting to come, that, after the first inning, if there's season ticket holders that don't show up, there's often a good chance that you can get in a little bit late. So, especially if you're local and it's not too big of an inconvenience, come on over and try to get in these games. We need everybody there. It's an exciting, postseason-like environment when you play in front of sellout crowds.
Nice. That'll be great. So that's Friday in Austin, Saturday back at the Big Getty for Baylor and Texas softball. So no midweek this week. That's by design also, right?
Yeah, I knew we were going to have travel concerns coming out of Orlando about a year and a half ago when I put the schedule together, and it worked out perfect. I don't know if we would be fit to play anybody right now, but a little more time to concentrate on getting ready for a big weekend.
You're a stinking genius. You knew what was going to happen with the travel from Orlando. Well, very good. That'll be fun this weekend. And congratulations again on victory number 1100 and 1101. And we hope 1102 comes on Saturday. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you, John.